All right, back at you for part three. As you can see now, with the steam and that, the buck's been boiling for a little bit. And again, I don't ever time the minutes. I get bored, or I get anxious and I want to start scraping. So I let it go for a while. Then I scrape it, get as much off as I can right away, and then I boil it again. And then I come back and scrape it, and then I boil, and then I scrape it. And I'd say after 2-3 times of that, then I get sort of sick of doing it for the day. And then I just let it sit in the garage in the pan. And then I come back again, when I'm going to start the second round, and do the same thing over again. Get the boiling going, and then just scrape and scrape until I'm satisfied with it outside. Then I bring it in the house, and then sometimes what's left turns a little bit harder, and you can scrape that a little easier. But again, you gotta get everything off. You can't leave any scraps on there because that would just end up being gross. So again, now what I would do is I'll take my fish fillet knife, and I just start now peeling off, all of this big stuff that I can, get it scraped down to the skull. And on top here, it's already, I can see it. And you can see, like I said, how this turns into jelly. You can see it just coming right off. And there's the pieces on the paper. Just comes right off. But again, I wished it would be that simple. But again, you got to be careful because you want to keep the snoot on the deer. And you can see right here is where the nose starts. You take your knife and you start cutting out that stuff so you can leave the bone right there. But you got to be careful, because if you boil it too much, you're going to boil the snoot right off, and then this whole piece comes off. And then if that happens, and I've been, fortunate here now for a long time that hasn't happened, I just sort of know how long to boil it for. And then you'd have to glue that on, and we'll talk about gluing here later in different parts of the segment. But again, now I'm just going to sit here and scrape, so I'll just shut it off because that gets sort of boring. And then I'll just hook it up and dip it again and scrape some more, dip it and scrape and be done. So off to scraping. Bye.